I don't think it's important. I feel like the only thing that's important to me is as long as you're doing something with your life.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're not sitting around on the couch all day doing nothing. Like I see you having your goals. I see you having, a head over your shoulder. I see you, trying to pursue something, anything. I don't care how much money you have. Like as long as like you doing what you gotta do with your life, you're not just wasting it doing nothing.
Yo, I can honestly, genuinely say that I've turned down men who I know could provide, like, take care of me, just for a genuine vibe. Like, I will date a bum before I date, like if the vibe is there, if the connection is there, like, I'd rather that than the money. Because the money I'm giving to myself. Like, I don't want to date someone who is here to complete me. Like, I want to give myself everything and share that with someone worth sharing.
I think what's more important than financial status or career is someone who has a really good character.
That's not like a political
I know, that sounds like I read it off of a book.
It's like a politician now.
No, but seriously, it's so true though, because someone who has a good character could become whoever he wants to become.
Are you running for office? What are you saying?
It's not important. I don't believe that money is everything. It's more about the effort or what the person is doing for you than what he can buy for you.
It makes all the difference.
Okay.
Like I turned down a guy that I think is really cute recently just because, and I wouldn't have cared if it was a couple years ago, but now I care more.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go to nice places.
Okay.
So it does matter.
It's never been a huge factor to me, but I will never judge. Like I said, I'm never gonna judge someone for their situation.
Better not judge.
No, I'm not. Who am I to judge? I'm not one to judge someone for the amount of money they make, what they do for a job, what kind of car they have, where they live. But someone I would seriously see myself like being in a relationship with, I guess would just, you need to be motivated and you need to have goals. And even if right now we're still young, you don't have that much money, I need to know that like you have a plan or like some stability, like you have some desire and passion and drive in life, because I'm a very driven person, a very passionate person. So again, I need someone that matches that. So I don't need to date a millionaire. Like I don't need someone to spoil me. I make my own money. I like buying my own things, but I need someone that is on the same path that I'm gonna be at eventually,
And it doesn't even have to be money. It doesn't even have to be their job. It doesn't even have to be, fame or whatever. It has to do with their mentality for sure. Number one thing. Fuck if they're poor. Fuck if they don't have a house. Fuck if they're struggling when I meet them. It has to be their mentality, because at the end of the day, that's what's most important,
When you are in a relationship, the first thing not the first thing, but one of the many things that needs to be talked about is your financial status, because you guys need to come to an agreement about something. So when you're in a relationship and you need to feel comfortable with your partner 100%, and financially, it's a big part of the reason people break up. It's because of financial issues. So personally, I don't look for how a guy is doing financially. At first, I make sure he's okay health-wise. He's okay mentally, because that's what matters most. You can't be okay financially if you're not okay mentally. So mentality comes first. And then when it comes to the finances, I ask him questions. What is it that you want to do? What is your career choice? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live, so he can make sure that they all match up, because the lifestyle you want and the career you have may not match up. So I always ask questions that people should be asking themselves anyway. If he's poor right now, if he does not have money right now, I'm still going to stick by his side and we're going to come up together, as long as he's willing to do it with me and he's not out here not doing anything at all. Because I'm over here working 4 jobs, busting my ass off. What are you doing if you're only in the house playing video games all day? No, it's not gonna work like that. You have to be just as eager as I am to get this money.
So that's 2 different things.
Financial status with just seeing you for dates. And you choose, like I said, I'm not paying for dates. So if you choose to come out of your pockets and pay, and you can't pay your phone bill the next day, that's none of my business. I didn't ask you. But building a relationship with you and you still can't figure out, especially because everyone's situation is different. Remember I said, I'm not dealing with people in their 20s and 30s. So sometimes we all go through hardships. I've been homeless before. I've had 11 cents in the bank before. I'm not gonna try and date someone. I'm not gonna try and court somebody. So if there's a man who is not financially well off, I mean, even to support himself, and you trying to date me, that's a never. That's a no. It's a never. It's a never. I'm never going to try and build a relationship with you. You will always be the man that takes me out for dates, and most likely I feel bad for you, so I'll pay my own Uber home. You get what I'm saying? And they know they stay there. They know they're there.
Yeah.
Because I'm very honest at dinner.
Okay.
If I even get to dinner.
Like if they're broke.
Yeah. I mean, because a broke college student is a normal thing, you know, so.
I'll say, like, as long as I don't care if they're like.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't. I prefer if they're not broke.
Okay.
You know, because I like to go out too, and I like getting nice dinners or like fancy dates and stuff.
Yeah. Are you sucking your boyfriend dry right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We occasionally go out, but yeah, it's definitely like more like not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
I prefer spending time with him at home.
But financial situation, I don't really mind. I've dated guys that had less money than me. I've dated guys that have more money than me. But personally, when a guy has like more money than me, it's not really just about money for me. Like I don't care. Like I'll pay for dinner or whatever. And like of course like a balance. But yeah, I'm not a needy or greedy girlfriend. Like I'm not like, oh, pay for this, pay for that. If they offer, then I might say yes or I might say no. But I don't have any necessarily expectations.
I think obviously there are certain, like everybody like breaks things down differently. Everyone has different values. You could be like off the grid, like, you know, doing that whole thing. Or you could be like, you try to be successful in like nowadays. But, you know, your financial status does play into your livelihood and like the kind of things that you want in life, where you hold your values. I think personally it's not end all be all, but I do want I want someone that is self-sustaining, that can, that is like capable and that is constantly improving.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like you don't have to have like a good, amazing job, like you don't have to be like all that. But if you have passion, you know, if you're passionate in what you do, if you're happy what you do, if you're good at what you do because you put in that effort, you put in that work, then I think that that's really important for me. But I know of many girls that are just like, no, I'm not gonna date him, you know, like he's a scrub, I don't want that, you know. And that's perfectly fine. I think that's perfectly fine, especially like if she's like self-sustaining, if she's hardworking, then like obviously you just want to find someone that kind of like matches you at that level as well.
A man and his money, it definitely affects his ego. It 100% affects his ego.
Yeah, definitely.
A man with money usually is very confident and very, you know, present and bold. It's empowering. Yeah, there's some power there. When a man doesn't have money, he can feel a little bit more insecure, a little bit weak, a little bit like he's less than maybe how he sees himself, and so that can interfere with how he interacts with people. I know a lot of guys who got so caught up in money that they didn't even really care about women. They didn't really care about their partners. They didn't really, you know, they were like, only bitches my Benjamins, I'm good, that's it. And so to go after a guy with a lot of money, yes, he has money, so a lot of women think like, oh, he'll take care of me and he'll get me all these things that I want. But then you have to remember, like, maybe he's sacrificing a large percentage of his attention and his investment into making money. And then they feel a little bit like, well, I'm left out in the cold. So when it comes to a man and his financial status, I would rather not know, and I would rather be wooed
per se by his personality, by his character, by how I see him interacting with his family, by, you know, how he treats the people around him, because people matter. Let's be honest. Money doesn't mean shit. People matter.